right? Or impossible questions, right? Something which the question doesn't make sense. Okay, the question, inconceivable questions, right? Or impossible questions, right? Something which the question doesn't make sense. Okay, the question doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense? The word created, in terms of grammar, what kind of word is it? Is it a noun? Created. It's a verb. What tense is the word? Past. Okay? Who created past? Who created the past? Who created time? Allah. If you're asking who created God, you're saying in which time was God created? But the question is illogical. Because God created time. You can't ask this question. This question doesn't make any sense. Okay? Because why? You're assuming that God was created in a time. But God created time. Okay? His entire being is beyond time and space. Right? You can't say that he's created, because why? Because that would mean he has a time that's connected to him, and that's impossible. Okay, these are simple. This is the same thing that atheists do. They do this with many other questions, right? Like they say, like, can God create a rock which he cannot move? Right? Who is Allah by definition? By definition, he can do everything, right? And so they're asking, can he make a rock which he cannot move? This is an illogical question. It doesn't make any sense. You're asking, like, for example, I'll give this example which I give. Can Allah create a 5-sided triangle? What does that even mean? A triangle by definition is what? Can Allah create a 5-sided, 3-sided? What does that even mean? The question doesn't make any sense. So when they're asking, can Allah create a rock that he cannot move? Allah by definition is Qadir. They're playing with definitions to screw with your brain. Right? Because they lost the argument of logic. Now they're just trying to mention something illogical to twist you up. These are techniques in debates. So now the Tahawiyya says,